This conference will now be recorded.
So you're talking about how do we define the difference between standard and custom object.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Means in which way you are asking? Like what is the way? Like
This is
by
I'm
seeing the
ask,
system, by seeing the system, or what you are
no, we're
in
working on
this?
the system. I'm talking from the exam point of view, like for the
They will not
certification.
ask. They'll not ask those kind of questions. Okay. See, if you want to say something as a custom object means
Uh-huh.
okay. So why we go with the custom object means as per the requirement, as per the customer requirement. If the table is not available in the system, okay. If the table is not available in the system, so we will go ahead and create a custom. That is the only way we can tell. Okay,
Oh,
according to the customer need, whatever data that they want to store, and
uh-huh.
according to their data, like nothing but the fields, whatever they want to have, and according to that, if I don't find out any object related to that, I'll go ahead and create a custom object.
Okay. The ones which they provide, it's going to be
Standard.
it's yeah, okay.
So
And the
whatever.
ones which we create, that's going to be custom object, is it?
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? Others? Any questions? Okay. So yesterday we talked about record types, right? Correct. So let us log into our app. So today we will talk about one second. Okay. So today we'll talk about validations. Relationships we'll talk tomorrow. So we started late. So today we'll talk about validations. Okay. What is a validation? Why we need a validations? Okay. What is a validation? Why we need a validation? Okay. So validation is nothing but okay. When the user is trying to create a record, when the user is trying to create a record, okay. If you miss any of the field before, let's say validation is nothing but so before we create let's say as a user you give the details, right? Correct. Okay, as a user we'll give the details, okay. And then when we try to save the record, so before data is going to be stored to the database, before the data is going to be stored the database, okay, system will check whatever the data that the user has been given, it's a valid or not, okay. So that is what validation, okay. So whatever the data that the user has been given, it's a valid data or not. So what is a validation? So validate something before you save to the database. So how we will create a record? So if you want to create a record, we'll go to the table, click new, right? So we will enter the details and then save, right? So now before the data is going to be stored to the database. Okay, and if you save, the record will be created and stored in that particular table, right? So now, before it gets stored, it will validate whether whatever the data that the user is given in the particular field is valid or not. So validations are two types. One is a standard, another one is a custom. Validations are two types. One is a standard, another one is a custom. Okay. So now here, see, before I have not entered anything, but when I save the record, it says the mandatory fields has to be filled up. So you cannot skip the mandatory fields. So this is also one kind of validation. This is what standard validation. Okay. Okay. Now, now, so let's say if I try to create a record by giving the mandatory field. Okay. So nothing but, so whatever the data that you are giving in the particular field, you are giving a proper data or not. That is what validating. Okay. In the email field, let's say I given something. Say. So it says that in the email field you given the text value. Okay. So it is not accepted because the field is email field, but you are given a text. So it's not accepted. Okay. It's not accepted. It's not accepted. Okay. So like this, we can, these are the standard validations. Now we can create a custom validation. Now we can create a custom validations. Okay. So now I want to create a custom validation. So remember, validations will write on object level. So remember, validations will write on object level. So remember, validations we will write on object level. Okay. Now let's see how we can do this. Okay. So for example, okay, let me create one record. Hmm. So now let's write one validation. Okay. So I want to write a validation saying that if the user is selected a date which is not today, if he selected any past date, save. Don't allow him to save. If he selected any future date also, save, don't allow him to. So he should be selected only today's date. It should be only today's date. So remember, it should be only today's date. Okay, it should be only today's date. Okay. So if he selected any previous date, okay, so don't allow him to save the record. It should be only today's date. Okay. So let's see how we can do. So now let's see how we can write for this, how we can write the validation. Okay. So the requirement is they want to select only today's date. If the user is selected other date, don't allow him to select. So validations will write on the particular object, okay, on a particular field. So remember, validations will write on particular object, particular field. Okay, validations we will write on particular object and particular field. So just click new. Okay. So now I'll give the validation rule name. I'll give as a build date. Okay. You can write any name. If you given a space, it got occupied with underscore because system understand that name. It cannot be spaces. And make sure it is inactive. And the description why you are not created. Okay. And then field, whichever field. Like see, this is a format editor. You can insert any field. Okay. That object, and then any operator, add, subtract, multiply, divided by, exponential, open and close parenthesis, concatenate, equal, not equal, less than, greater than, less than, or equal to, greater than or equal to, on or operator. Or you can go with all functions, date and time functions, logical functions, math functions, text functions, advanced. So however you want. Okay. Okay. So you might be thinking, how we can write. Okay, it comes by number of projects that you work. Okay, it comes by number of projects. It will not come in within one project by writing one formula, but understand how to write, that is an important. Okay, so now what we are expecting, just write that one first. Okay, if bill date is not equal to today, throw an error, right? Bill date is not equal to today, throw an error, right? The build date is not equal to today, throw an error, correct? If the build date is not equal to today, throw an error. That is what we are expecting. Now, this one, how to convert into formula. So, what I'm telling here, the trick is, if you want to write a formula, first write down what you are expecting, then convert, okay, into formula. So, build date means we can insert field called build date. We need a build date, right? Build date, okay. So not equal to means we have a parameter operator called not equal to. Now today means you cannot mention the date. Okay. So for that we have a date and time functions. So select date and time. There is an option called today. Okay. Today. Insert. So if the build date is not equal to today, check syntax. So actually you remove this one. Okay. Remove this one. The build date is not equal to today. Check syntax. No error. Okay. It's taken. Okay. It should be no error. Okay. Now, what is the error message that you want to populate on the what is the error message that you want to populate on the page? Okay, so I'll give the error message as okay. Please enter. Okay, please enter proper date, or I'll say please enter this date on the field called bill date. Now just refresh. Now same, for example. So it says please enter today's date. Okay. If I given different date, see now it's accepted. Okay. Got it? That's how we can write a validation. Clear? Clear? Now I want to write one more validation on discount, for example. Okay. Let's say if the user is giving a discount more than 10%, okay, more than 7%, don't allow to save the record. It should be exactly 7%. Okay. So let's see how we can do this. Okay. Okay. So now let's see how we can write. Okay. So go to validations. So click new. So I'll say discount should be 7%. Okay. So you can insert field called discount. Okay. If the discount is greater than, okay, greater than 7. 7 means we cannot enter the number. It should be divided by 100. I'll say 0.0. So 7 means divided by 100 like this, for example. Okay. If you want to write for 30%, you write 0.30 like that. Okay. Check syntax. So now, what is the error message that you want to pass? What is the error message? Okay. So the error message I'll give as please enter proper or please enter discount discount less than or equal to 7%. Okay. Mhm.
Excuse me, sir. Is that your computer is lagging? Because when you are typing, we can see it. After a few seconds, then we see what you did. Or is it my end or
Maybe
is your end?
you are, I think so. One second. Let me
We can hear
reshare
you
my screen.
fine. If it was my
One second.
connection, I would not hear you.
Now can you see now?
No, we don't see. Yeah, I see the screen now.
Okay. Now if I give in 10%, it's not accepted. Okay. It's throwing error message. So please enter discount less than 7%. So it has to come error here. So what we can do, edit. So I'll say on the field level on discount, it has to be visible. So now let's go ahead and check. So please enter discount less than or equal to 7. If I give nothing, it's less than 7, it will accept. Okay.
So would you please show the whole scenario again? Because when you were showing it, I mean, it was lagging. I mean, I don't know
No.
for others, but I couldn't catch it because whatever you were typing, we couldn't see.
So what I entered, see. So I entered saying that if the user given discount, see if the user given discount, so more than 7%, don't allow him to save. Okay. So I given the name discount should be 7. So what is the formula that I use? So insert field called discount. If the
Okay, again,
discount,
your screen is blank, sir. I don't see anything. I just see object manager
okay,
and a blank screen.
okay,
I don't know,
one second.
other students, if you can speak up and tell.
No, I can see it's pretty normal for me.
Okay, so mine
Rejoin,
here, I'm in US. Okay,
rejoin,
now I see the screen. Yep.
rejoin, rejoin.
Okay, sir. Let me, yeah, I'll get off and rejoin.
Yeah.
This conference will now be recorded.
Now, clear now? Are you able to see?
Yes, yes, sir, I'm here. I can see.
No.
Thank you.
So what I did, the discount part. Okay. So we were giving, saying that. Okay. I will say discount. Okay. If the discount is insert, the discount is greater than 7. So 7 means, so I cannot give the 7 number here. It should be divided by 100. So what I did, I just given as 0.07. Okay. Means 7%. 0.07 means 7%. Okay. Okay. One second. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Are you clear with this?
Yes.
Okay. So that is what we written. Okay. So now let's try for other formula. So now I don't want to allow the users to be entered. Let's say if you go here, the user is giving a phone number more than 10 digits. Save, it is accepted. Okay. So if he is giving, okay, so less than 7, it got saved. Okay. So it should be exactly 10 digits. Okay. It should be exactly 10 digits. So whether the user entered 10 digits or less than 10 digits, it is accepting. It should not be the case. So it should accept only 10 digits. If you're giving less than 10, don't accept. Greater than 10, don't accept. So it should be 10 digits. Okay. Okay. It should be 10 digits. Okay. Now, now just click new. So I'll say phone number should be 10 digits. See, if you return, if it is not active, then it will not function. It should be active. Okay. So I'll say, so we can go with the function here called length function. So there is a length function is there here. Select. So length means returns the text in the text. How many number of characters are there? It will. So in the text you can select in you select the text and then insert the field. Okay. So the length of phone number is less than 10. Okay. Check syntax. I'll say the error message as okay. Please enter proper phone number. I want to show the error message on the field phone number. Another one, let's write for greater than. Okay. So the length function. Okay. The length of select the text phone number if it is greater than 10. Okay. I'll say please enter 10-digit phone number. Okay. And to mention on the so we return for less than and greater than both. Now just try to edit. Oh, so it is not accepting for both. Okay. Okay. Clear.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Everyone, any questions? Okay. Okay then. See you tomorrow, guys. Sorry for late start class. I was really got confused. Okay. So I started a different meeting and I waiting for you. Then I realized meeting ID is different. Okay. Sorry for that. So tomorrow we'll start on time. So
No
tomorrow we'll
problem.
see relationships.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.